Feeling bored with your video games?
Oh no, they're
The
starting.
library is full, but it's leaving you feeling empty inside? If you sat down and played your entire games library from beginning to end, by the time you finished,
Oh no, they're starting.
9,000 years old, and everyone you loved would be dead, including you. Don't let this happen. There is a better way. Hi, I'm Tim Schafer from Video Games, and I'm here to tell you the good news about Day of the Devs. Day of the Devs is an all-volunteer curation committee that plays hundreds of games so you don't have to and brings you the very best of them.
I do love
to
this
show you
guy.
in places like this digital showcase that you're about to see today.
Why is this call on hold music? This guy, he always does stuff like this.
Absolutely nothing.
So I love him.
Day of the Devs
He's the head of Double Fine Games, I
entirely
think.
by generous contributions from people like you and also our generous sponsors.
But yeah, he does a lot
What
of,
you do right now is sit back and prepare to be inspired.
he does so much good stuff for the indie community. So I love him so much as well. Not just because he makes good games, but because he also does a lot of stuff for the indie community.
The first look at a new title from Annapurna Interactive and the developers at No Goblin. Ever wanted to live the fantasy of casing a place, gathering intel, and pulling off a heist, all as a mysterious master thief?
I like
in
being a
Snap and
master
Grab,
thief.
You'll be able to, and the developers are here to tell you how it's done.
Snap and grab.
Hello! I'm Saskia, Senior Level Designer and Artist at No Goblin.
I'm Jamie, Senior Animator at No Goblin, and we're excited to share with you No Goblin's new upcoming game, Snap and Grab.
Okay.
Snap and Grab.
I mean, we do love Annapurna.
What does that mean?
I'm glad you asked.
They're all the goblins, though. I'm keeping them to myself.
It's the 80s, and you
It's the 80s.
Between
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
and high-ticket crime.
Oh, I like the
As
character
Nick
designs.
Iwata,
though.
the world's greatest photographer, you'll be tasked with visiting a variety of rich and lavish settings, in which you'll have one question on your mind. What will you be stealing tonight?
What are corgis? Giant robot dog. So it's a photography game. I thought it, but it's also a thief. You also steal stuff.
In Snap and Grab, you will do cool crimes with only your camera.
Cool crimes. Hey kids, crimes are cool.
As you visit each venue, you will snap a variety of high-ticket items, and anything that might help or hinder your crew's chances of getting to them.
It's an interesting concept.
Then, you're done snapping. You'll use your photos to assemble your own step-by-step plan for your crew to grab your future possession.
Just be sure to consider anyone who might get in your way, including Rio, a detective who's been on Nifty's trail for quite some time now. Who knows when she'll catch up?
As your anonymous deeds make headlines, you'll attract new crew, giving you access to new ways to snap and grab.
Will you be able to plan the next perfect heist?
Or will your heist fail spectacularly?
We can't wait to see what you plan next in Snap and Grab.
Available early next year on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S.
Does Untitled Goose Game ring a bell? It was one of the very early Day of the Devs games, so early in fact, that when we asked the dev what the name of the game was, they asked, do they have to have a name? You know the rest of the story. House, based in Melbourne, Australia, is developing a brand new kind of experience that's unlike anything else you've ever played. But I'm not the right person to describe what it is. Better served that these anthropomorphized...
Okay, coffee has been
up
acquired.
wobbly
What did I miss?
Do it for you. Take it away.
Hello.
Oh, Big Walks! Perfect time to come back.
You might know us because of our Goose Game.
Yeah. I'm really excited for this game. This game looks super weird and fun and chill.
It's a cooperative multiplayer adventure made for friends to play together. It's called Big Walk.
Yeah.
It's a tricky game to describe, but it's mainly about doing two things,
Talking and walking.
and walking. So talking. It's a big part of Big Walk, and we've put a lot of work
So-
into making a proximity voice chat system.
Proximity voice check, okay.
natural and playful. You'll sound different if you're speaking up close,
Hello.
I like that.
far away,
Proximity voice chat's always fun.
or in a tunnel.
Ooh, cool.
or over a walkie-talkie?
I want to play this with people when it comes out.
Soundproof glass. In a situation like this, where you can't hear each other, you'll need to find other
This game
ways
just looks like it's going to be super
We've given you
fun.
Lots of ways to point and gesture.
And it's nice that they did proximity. I'm guessing it's like in-game.
And if you can't use voice chat, or you just don't feel like it, we've also made a proximity text chat system.
Okay,
You
cool.
can play the entire
That's cool
game
as
that way
well.
as well. Hello.
The game is set in a big open world that we've filled with all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, because it just looks...
You'll need to go
It,
for a big walk.
it actually just looks like a... This is time to sit back and chill,
Exploring as part of a group is a special feeling.
you know?
Our chat system makes it important to stick together. So navigating the world of Big Walk requires lots of teamwork and talking.
Oh, that's that like pass.
As you explore, you can split up and go off on your own adventures, or even lose each other accidentally.
Like, that'd be so much
When you're
fun.
apart, you won't be able to talk face to face, and so finding a way back together isn't always straightforward.
I'm definitely going to be the person that gets
If you
lost.
get lost in the bush, don't worry. You'll find plenty of ways to stay in touch and find each other again. Hello? If anyone can hear me, please shoot up a flare. Thank you.
See, that seems like such a cute game.
Completing challenges like these is the way you make progress through the game. They're all about teamwork, and they're all a little bit different. A lot of them are designed so that you find funny and surprising new ways to talk. You might need to do some miming, or come up with a special code, or even sing to each other.
Okay, so you want to find a speaker that's like ooh wah wah ooh wah wah ooh wah wah.
They're not all about talking though. There's a bit of platforming in there, some sports, and some weirder stuff too.
Stop.
Our challenges
Oh
are
my
open-ended
god.
and leave plenty of room for you to do things your own way. Like the rest of the game, challenges
It just-
in Big Walk are about the joy of muddling through things together.
It does just feel like a game about having
So that's
fun.
Big Walk.
I want to
There's
play
lots
it.
you can do, but there's also lots
I
of
wanna
room to just
play
hang out in
it.
between. We think there's
Yeah.
some real magic that happens when you forget your plans and find yourselves doing something else entirely.
Yeah.
You can
It
sit and
seems
watch
like
the
such a
sunset.
good hangout game,
Tell stories.
which we haven't really had since Animal Crossing.
Go
New
Jam.
Horizons. New Horizons felt like the last
Or you
hangout
could steal your
game.
friend's binoculars and kick them into the ocean.
Oi.
Sorry.
We hope you enjoyed this little tour.
He said he could do
A
it.
sense of what we think
Why
is
not?
so special about this game. We made Big Walk to be a nice way to hang out with your friends in a video game, and we hope you have fun with it
Yeah.
as much as we do.
It's my favorite thing to do in video games.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I love hanging out with friends in video games. Do we have a release date yet? Okay, it is 2026.
This next title is from the art director of Journey and the team at Giant Squid, who brought you beautiful titles. like
Is it going to be
Absolute
Sword of the Sea?
You'll see the DNA of all those games in this one as you surf the sand on your
Yeah,
sword
Sword of the
and
Sea.
back to life.
We saw this a couple of years ago, I think it was revealed.
I'm the creative director
And
at Giant
then
Squid.
they had another trailer for it at
Excited to share with you our latest game,
State of
Sword
Play.
the Sea.
This game is just so pretty.
Sword of the Sea is a atmospheric adventure game where you surf on a sword. And it is trying to give you the kind of spiritual experience that you
So
get
cool.
as a surfer, a snowboarder, a skater. It takes a lot of what I've done in my previous games, going back all the way to Journey, Absolute, The Pathless, and you're going to see those elements in the game.
The environments are so good. It's pretty much just a skateboarding game, and it's so cool.
Getting into a flow state.
Hell yeah.
Something that, as a snowboarder, I've experienced myself. I feel like there's this kind of magical experience that you have with these extreme sports. When you're doing it, you actually find this kind of meditation.
Damn, the effects are nice. Also crazy how
very quickly,
it transitions from
but you
water
get
to sand and
understand
stuff.
nature in a way that you can't otherwise. You get to see the whole mountain at once, and that lets you kind of connect with the world in a deeper way. And I think that's what we want to do with the game.
So,
I'm really excited because Sword of the Sea has music written by Austin Wintory, a longtime collaborator who I work
yeah,
with
because it's
on
an adventure game. It's like, what's their sort of like goal? Seems like you're trying to get to certain places.
Also has movement inspired by the old skating and snowboarding games. So if you played the Tony Hawk
Yeah.
games, if you played the old snowboarding games, you're going to love the way that you move in sort of
I
this.
love hearing that because I do actually like a lot of the old Tony Hawk games.
We can't really guarantee that the game will be a spiritual experience for players, but what we can do is create the environment, the conditions under which you might have one.
So cool.
Sword of the Sea is coming out this year, August 19th, on the PlayStation 5 and PC, so wishlist now. Thank you.
This next world
Yeah,
exclusive
it's a cool looking
is a
game.
that has over 4 million players and counting. A runaway hit if there ever was one. But to make a sequel, you have to bring something new to the genre, something evolved, and that's exactly what this developer did.
What do we got? Co-op experience? Oh, blueprints? No. Open world escape room game. Escape Academy. I've never heard of that game.
Hi, I'm Wyatt
Okay.
from Coin Crew Games, and we're here to announce Escape Academy 2, Back to School, the sequel to Escape Academy.
Never heard of that game.
Escape Academy 2 is an open world escape room game, where between your escape room classes, you can explore a living and breathing
Escape
campus that
room
functions as one big
classes.
escape room. We felt inspired by games like Animal Well and the Legend of Zelda series, and how they leverage free roam puzzle solving, so we're really excited to bring that into the Academy.
Our background as a studio is in building immersive narrative escape rooms. So when we started making a sequel for Escape Academy, we asked ourselves, how can we push that even further? We looked at
How can we really trap our players in the game?
feature by a huge market.
We have your soul until you solve every escape room.
Be a student at the school.
You must escape the academy itself.
Explore the campus, to go to classes, meet other students, and most importantly,
Yeah, but can I skip my classes?
What was once a 2D
'Cause
level
let's-
select map is now a fully realized.
Let's be real. Nobody goes to their classes at university.
For the first time, you'll find yourself in a world full of unique environments, from dusty puzzle archives to hidden rooms.
You make friends with like a studious person,
The campus is designed to
and then they
reward
record the lectures for you.
tucked into every corner for players to discover. From lighting and atmosphere to environmental storytelling, we've pushed every element to heighten immersion and mystery.
For Escape Academy 2, our approach to narrative is to really lean into the roleplay of embodying a student at the academy. You can talk to your
Yeah, but I don't want to be a student.
discover lore,
I've already
and
done that.
naturally get hit with a deluge of groan-worthy puns. Apologies in advance.
Obviously, if you're a student, that usually comes with crippling debt.
That string together campus challenges and escape rooms
I don't want more student loans.
and the game's central mystery. If you want to get a sneak peek at the game and help us
Why are we escaping a church? The question is, why aren't you escaping a church?
we'd love to borrow your brain.
Wishlist Escape Academy 2.
When I was a young robot, that was actually how I spent my Sundays.
Back to school.
They would take us to church, and me and my friend would see how quickly we could escape the church and go to his house to play Magic the Gathering.
Vibe that is Mixtape from the prolific creators of The Artful Escape. But this is not a music game or a game about music. It's a game about life and friends and the music that gets us through it.
Oh, hi. I'm
He
Johnny
looks-
Galvatron from Beethoven and Dinosaur, here in Melbourne Rock City. This is our
He looks familiar. Yeah, Beethoven and Dinosaur.
This is one of our
What have they made?
Fuck off. We're the BAFTA award-winning team behind The Artful Escape. But who cares? What's next? We're making a mix.
Nice office.
I thought we were in Jeff Keighley's thing. We're in David.
Oh, they're the guys making Mixtape.
Mixtape is a coming-of-age action-adventure game about
Action adventure?
last night together, listening to a perfectly curated soundtrack. It's a psychedelic retrospective, a musical journey that documents the breadth of their friendship and their greatest hits. whole game is a mixtape.
Looks
The
so
music is a
pretty.
mixtape, there's a mixtape of mechanics.
Just
from
looks like a-
skateboarding to pulling slushies, a mixtape of eras, a mixtape of art styles and media designed to take you back to the teenage wasteland.
We gonna get your stash and keep going?
That's a rookie move.
Yeah, have we taught you nothing, Cassandra?
What? We all go up to my room and immediately bolt? Dad, give away you're grabbing booze.
But is the music any good? Holy flippin' meatballs, let me tell you all about
I
it.
love meatballs.
Thank you very much. We got Joy Division, Diva.
Okay,
I love
but
Divo, Smashing Pumpkins.
do you have a
Roxy Music, Silverchair, Lush, The Cure, Susie
copyright-free soundtrack?
Stan Bush, The Jesus and Mary Chain, The Unkillable Iggy Pop, and apparently many more.
I don't know them anymore. I keep seeing that band everywhere, but I don't know them. Still haven't heard their music.
Boxes!
Wow, 3 cop cars for 3 kids and a 5 cop cars?
If death looks you in the eye, dude, don't blink!
Play it on Game Pass day one, wishlisted on Steam, play it on a PlayStation or Epic or whatever.
I thought we were riding together.
I didn't want to get all sweaty and shit.
Fair.
And they died going down a hill? Nah, I've done that before. You don't die, you just probably break a couple of bones.
Did you see that Drinkbox Studios just announced their next title, Blighted, moments ago at the Summer
Yeah, I
Game Fest?
did see that.
Well, now they're here to give you an in-depth look at the game.
Hey, I'm Ian, the lead designer at Drinkbox Studios.
And I'm Augusto, art director at Drinkbox.
We're excited to finally tell you about our new game, Blighted.
Does look interesting, right?
Blighted is a hardcore action Metroid
Obviously,
game set in a psychedelic Western
the art style is kind of similar to Hades.
mysteries and secrets, and one of its coolest features is a dynamic difficulty system that constantly changes the enemies, the
Dynamic
player,
difficulty.
and the world around you as you play.
People in this world have a sacred ritual. When someone dies, a seed is planted in their brain. Over time, a tree grows from their skull and bears fruit. By eating this fruit, one gains a knowledge and experience of their ancestors. That's how it was for generations. That is, until the one they called Sorcisto defiled the ritual. He discovered that by eating brains raw, he gained immense power. Sorcisto ate the fruits, destroyed the trees, and devoured your entire community. And in doing so, he
Wait, so now we have to eat his brain?
known as Blight. As the lone survivor,
Because if we eat his brain, then we get all his power and knowledge.
Now, like the rest of the world, you're afflicted with blight. It's constantly overtaking you, making enemies aggressive and unpredictable, and changing your perception of the world. You can find ways to suppress it, or you can harness it to fight back even harder. With practice, you'll be chaining together finishers, taking out huge blighted
Okay,
beasts,
but
devouring their brains, and using their memories to fight and explore.
so far we're seeing just the scythe
With enough
weapon.
blighted memories, you'll start to see new layers of reality, reach hidden locations, and discover new
Oh, is it like a? It's almost like an insight mechanic from
allowing
Bloodborne.
the art team to bring their designs to a whole new level as they craft gorgeously eerie worlds for you to explore. You'll be making your way through remains of long-dead civilizations and manifested nightmares, through mines carved into the interior of petrified giants and scaffolds to the gods. Drinkbox has a rich history with action games, from Guacamelee to Severed to Nobody Saves the World, and we're excited to craft another one that will put your skills to the test. Blighted will support full co-op like many of our past games, and we're
Yeah, they're not showing a lot of variance in the gameplay yet. Keep showing the same spatial move in one weapon, but I hope there's like other weapons with different like move sets maybe.
Game on Steam,
I'm assuming there are different
social media
spatial
to make
moves.
sure you don't miss it.
This next title is from a bona fide Day of the Devs alumni, Outer Loop, whose games Thirsty Suitors and Falcon Age have both been previously celebrated in our showcases. Outer Loop prides itself on being a minority-led studio with a mission to create accessible but meaningful games about underrepresented cultures and themes, and this title is a beautiful and vibrant example of just that.
Wow, I didn't see it. I see that, by the way, I see that joust cabinet in the back, and I'm jealous. Is it? Yeah, I was about to say, it's like a turn-based RPG. I cook. I think we saw an early teaser of this game a while back. Is it the same one? That robot, the little weird robot car they've got, looks familiar. Crush her fast food empire. What's wrong with fast food? There's some good fast food out there. I might go get a burger today. I don't want to cook. Tomorrow I'm getting pizza. I'm going to a really nice Italian wood-fire pizza place tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Eka, creative director of Outer Loop Games, and I want to introduce you to our new game, Dos of Divas, a spicy narrative-based RPG. Platform through vibrant villages, battle corporate goons.
It looks interesting. Like, all food-based.
And eat one last meal together before saying goodbye. Double jump, drill, and grapple your way through the world to discover local ingredients, hidden paths, memories, and new friends. Engage in a flavorful turn-based combat system.
Yeah, the combat looks kind of nice. Cool UI. Can't beat your pizza.
Especially when you time it right.
I don't know. The place I go to for wood-fire pizza, oh my god.
And strengthens your blocks.
It's so good.
Use boost points.
I haven't been there in a while, but man.
On attacks and skills.
Yeah, margaritas are so good. And they do a prosciutto pizza. Oh.
Leave them stuffed. Cook up made-to-order food to
Probably going to order like 3 pizzas tomorrow.
Food-induced haze using the expressive cooking system. Delivering delicious, hearty meals reconnects communities with their culture, history, and shared memories, and increases your reputation. Serve up looks by customizing your spirit Met goddess.
Lawyer? You get to beat up lawyers? Oh.
Dos of Divas,
I love the robot guy.
narrative turn-based combat RPG will be out in early 2026. Thank you.
Yeah.
Our pals at Heart Machine,
Not bad.
creators of Hyperlight Drifter and Hyperlight Breaker, have
Ooh.
their buds at Devolver. They're mixing things up.
Hyperlight game?
Surreal, interdimensional demon horror. It's a genre,
Wait.
right? Or is it a genre?
New game from the Hyperlight devs?
Here it is.
By the way, when are we getting Demon School? I've been waiting for the announcement of the release date for that game for so long. That's what happens when you throw paper airplanes. You open the gates of hell. And the professor's like, that's what you get, you little shits. And he's back to teaching. Oh no, he's just insane now. Possessors. Ooh. I think we've seen this game before. It looks really familiar. At least the name's really familiar. This actually is a... Oh god, this game looks really nice. Yeah, I think we have seen this before.
I'm Miriam, producer at Heart Machine, working on Possessors.
Looks great.
Is a search action game set in Senzu, a corporate-run city which has been overrun by demons. What you've just seen is one of
I mean,
animated short we made.
I would go on the demon side.
Each
Fuck the corporates.
how a character or a creature from Possessors survived the attacks of the demon, or how they perished. In Possessors, you play as Luca, a teenager
demon girl.
who was injured in the disaster. Luca was forced to make a deal with a demon named Rem for both of them to survive. Rem possessed her, healed her, and made her strong. Now Luca and Rem are stuck together and forced to get along. They'll have to climb Senzu's skyscraper and fight through hordes of feral demons to escape the city. Along the
Yeah,
way,
it looks great.
Rem will discover what Senzu's corporate master were hiding. and piece together
wanna
what
play
happened
this.
by sharing their memory of the past. On behalf of the team,
Cool
we're
character
very excited
designs.
for you to play Possessors, which comes out later this year.
And
In the meantime,
it's this year?
you can wish this Possessor on Steam, or try Luca's new Demon Power for yourself. A demo of the game will be available later today.
Yeah, but I'm guessing it's Steam only.
Moonlighter hooked me with its novel shopkeeping gameplay.
Oh, Moonlighter 1 was good. Moonlighter 2 is coming out, yeah.
Seriously play it all
But
day. And
they changed the visual style a lot.
Developers at Spain-based Digital Sun seem to have made some ambitious upgrades to its sequel, including an expansive 3D world, a big change from its previous pixelated.
I'm not against it, like the style change,
Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault.
but I still think Moonlighter 1 had a...
Hi there, this is Isra from Digital Sun. I'm beyond thrilled to share this event with you and show what's in store for
Moonlighter 2 looks, I think, not as good as Moonlighter 1 visually.
Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault is a sequel to our
What looks choppy?
roguelike. As in the first game, here you venture into ever-changing dungeons to fight enemies and find relics. Then you go to your shop, sell your loot, and turn it into a profit to get better gear. This unique blend of gameplay is what made the first game so special, and now we're bringing it to a whole new dimension of quality and ambition. Talking about new dimensions, this entry begins in Tresna, a plot-brimming town. Here, we'll
Like, it doesn't look bad.
after one of his
It's actually not a bad visual style.
He won't be alone, though. Old and new faces will join him along the way. For now, let's jump straight into the portal, where every adventure unfolds and both battles and looting take place. From the arid lands of Hodu to the grassy landscapes of Aeolia, each biome offers new mechanics, enemies, and rewards. Combat has been vastly improved, with some enemies specialized in ranged weapons, while others focus on close combat. Once you clear a room, several things can happen. You might find a perk, in-run effects that can increase Will's power and unlock new abilities.
Oh, are they making it more...
To veteran merchants, as
They're
you
making it
can also
more
stumble upon a chest. Inside,
roguelite.
you'll find tons of priceless relics.
I mean, Moonlighter has always been
Where you place them,
pretty cool.
the relics will unleash
Possessors looks choppy looking.
Backpack management will influence the outcome of your expeditions. Unlike in the first game, you'll be able to see the base value of each relic, although backpack effects can double or triple your profit. Let's say that you keep the adventure running. Let's say that you even feel brave enough to face one of Moonlighter's 2 bosses. These battles will put your skills to the test. Take the so-called Herald, for instance. This is one of the first bosses of the game, and shows
Seems
how the
simple.
combat has evolved in the first Moonlighter. The Herald will throw projectiles and beams non-stop, forcing you to find cover and dodge hits.
Yeah, seems pretty straightforward.
Also protected by a sound barrier that you'll need to deactivate before striking back. Merchants need to be smart. It doesn't matter how far you get. Successful runs leads to the same place, your shop. The shop is where you put a price on your loot and try to get the best deals. There are ways to influence the outcome. For now, all I can say is, haggle hard, sell harder. Well, there's actually something I can already share with you. Just like the perks in the dungeons, you can also unlock special effects each time you open your shop. They can potentially skyrocket your profit, unleashing powerful synergies and selling streaks.
Honestly, the idea of being a shopkeeper in a video game, like being the NPC, I love that. I want to be the NPC.
After nearly 7 years since the original Moonlighter was released, we hope you are as excited as we are. Please stay tuned.
Yeah, it does look pretty good.
Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault. See you in Tresna.
Inspired by Pietro Riva's manifesto, Rejector,
What?
Thomas feels driven to advance our medium by creating games for new audiences and to hopefully entice those who might not be usually
Yeah, but can we jump on that joust machine behind you and play a couple of rounds?
Waterzoo, creator of Please Touch the Artwork. This is Please Watch the Artwork.
But I want to touch the artwork. I don't want to watch it.
Hi, welcome to Day of the Devs ASMR edition.
Yeah.
My name is Thomas
I'm sorry, but I really do not like
I'm the creator of Please
ASMR.
Touch the Artwork.
Don't talk to
series
me
of
like this.
visual and accessible games based on
I want people to shout in my eardrums, not talk softly.
What would happen if we did touch the artwork? I usually start by choosing a painter I like and then think about what gameplay could fit their art style. For my third game, I fell in love with American realist painter Edward Hopper. But this time,
Are you the guy who made the...
touching artworks. You're just gonna be watching them.
So we're not doing anything?
Please watch the artwork is a psychological spot the difference game.
Oh, it's a spot the difference. I was about to say.
Of animated modern art.
I was gonna say, like, but what do we do? Do we just literally just look at the art? I can go to an art gallery for that.
Watch the paintings and report any anomalies. However, these are not your everyday paintings.
So wait, is it Five Nights at Freddy's but with paintings?
Spreading their sadness over all the paintings. You're gonna need a good memory.
Sad clown. No, that was a sad clown. They're all sad clowns. Report them as sad clowns.
If you don't know Edward Hopper,
Everyone's a sad clown.
you
Sad
don't
clown.
need to know him to be able to.
I'm a sad clown.
But he's most famous for his painting, Nighthawks.
Hmm.
He depicted
Very
feelings
famous painting.
like loneliness and urban isolation. So for me, it made sense to create a psychological horror game. I also wanted a mechanic that made people really look at the paintings, hence the spot the difference gameplay.
I will say this is a really
No jump scares in this game. And no
cool idea for a video game because it does kind of like it's like an homage to these
self-doubt and maybe some nostalgia towards
these
Hopper's
painters.
America.
What are the game name? This one is Watch the Art. That made a couple of games called Touch the Art.
Harmless. It's just you, the night, and the paintings.
He said, "Don't mind the clowns. It's just you." Yeah, I am the clown.
However, and don't tell this to anyone, it's probably gonna be around Halloween this year. Thanks
Yeah, but Halloween I'm gonna probably be playing Silent Hill, or I still have to get through World of Horror.
this bizarre little thing I made.
We've got plenty of horror games. Seems interesting though. As somebody who used to study art,
We've had a long time love affair with this next dev at Tribute Games. It goes all the
I
way
wouldn't
back
mind
to the very
checking
first
that out.
Devs, where we showed Mercenary Kings. It's been amazing to see what they've done since then with games like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge, which is a huge nostalgic bomb, and they're set to deliver again with Marvel Comic Invasion.
Hi, I'm Frédéric
Yeah.
Jonas. And I'm Kevin Chess.
These guys make some good-looking games. Oh damn! Okay, but go back to that art in the back.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion is a retro-inspired beat-em-up set in the Marvel Universe. When Annihilus launches an attack across the galaxy, it's up to 15 Marvel superheroes to save the day.
So
Yeah,
far,
but-
we've announced Captain America, Spider-Man, Venom, Wolverine, Storm, Nova, Phyla-Vell.
I don't know. I don't know who that is. Nylavel?
Joining the fight.
Each heroes have been designed around their unique
She-Hulk!
strengths and powers. Some of them can take on airborne enemies, while others can deal devastating damage
Yes.
closer to the ground.
She-Hulk.
We also introduced an exciting mechanic, the Cosmic Swap, a tag team system allowing for
Ooh.
between two heroes, creating powerful combos.
Ooh, I like that.
For level design, we recreated iconic Marvel settings such as the Mutant Heaven of Genosha, the high-tech mobile base of S.H.I.E.L.D. Helicarrier, plus a thrilling roster of legendary
Game's actually looking really nice.
We had a lot of fun inserting fan-favorite references for you to find out in the background.
Oh damn!
Keep a lookout.
As devoted fans of the Marvel Universe, we saw this project as a huge honor and a great opportunity to celebrate our childhood's fondest memories.
Damn, the animations go hard.
Spent at the comic book shop or the arcades.
Mama watch the art?
We hope that
Yeah, something like that.
Invasion is a true love letter to all fans who grew up with the Marvel Universe.
Thanos?
Marvel Comics
Grimace?
is coming to PC and consoles this holiday.
Damn, She-Hulk looks good.
And now for something of a moody.
I actually thought they would reveal more
Horror
characters.
fantasy life sim, co-directed by the pixel artist from Celeste, with haunting
Ooh.
and lovely music from Disaster Piece, composer of Hyperlight Drifter, It Follows, and Fez. And to boot,
Oh.
an amazing group of human developers from Vancouver.
Okay, this looks nice. Oh, that's some nice music. I love the color palette. Oh, yes.
Hi, I'm Isa, programmer and writer of Neverwake.
And I'm
Neverwake?
artist and designer of Neverwake. a horror RPG in licensing, and the debut title of our new studio called Blood Inc.
You play the
Looks
game
great.
as a grown-up. After quitting your dead-end job, you try to start over on a farm, a place where you can escape from all your problems, and finally
It's
start
Starlight Valley.
But it gets
Stardew
dark.
Valley? Stardew Valley.
Will find herself indebted
But
as immortal
horror?
child of a dead god. With
That's-
your sword, you can fight in a fast-paced combat.
Never way. Yeah, I think that's what they
Secondary
said.
gear to change how you fight.
Which is funny because isn't that like the premise of Grave
You
Seasons?
still need to keep your new life on
So
track.
this is
You can
more
do things like shopping at the Cellmart,
like
or
cosmic
paying your
horror.
mortgage using your very own Luna OS computer. You can also befriend or even romance more than 10 characters, each with their own special cutscenes and routines that can interact with each other.
And as you get closer to those characters, you can use those relationships to unlock new combat abilities that change the way you fight.
Oh, interesting.
You can farm, fish, and cook, but Neverway doesn't play like a regular life sim RPG. Time progresses in 3 blocks: morning, afternoon, and evening. And you choose when to advance by doing
Oh,
things like
nice.
eating, sleeping, or
I love it when you can choose the time,
The
like
idea
how
is
long
to
it
let you
takes.
set your
That's
own
so
pace.
nice.
So you can choose when you want to
Look at that cat!
or when you just
I only just noticed it.
see your
That's a
friends.
cute kitty.
You will eventually start
Look at
searching
him!
for the Neverway, a decaying nightmarish reality that is slowly leaking into yours. There you will learn what's happening to this dark.
I know, right? Let us choose the time. I love that. Being able to advance time when we want.
kind of game. You can wishlist Neverway on Steam and stay up to date to our latest announcements. And thank you for watching.
Yeah, game looks great.
It's time for a world premiere. This one from a studio based in Johannesburg called Nyamako. Their previous title, the postmodern platformer Semblance, earned them a place on Forbes Africa's 30
Semblance.
under 30 list back in 2018, along with a host of other
Wow,
accolades.
really?
Since then, they've been hard at work on Relooted, a heist game which tackles a political
Relooted.
Please take a look.
We need a ride.
Something incognito.
Like a submarine? No.
No, a dinosaur. Ride a dinosaur.
Slash submarine.
Can you be serious?
Ready.
Hi,
Yeah.
I'm Marker, the lead animator at Nyamako.
And I'm Sita.
Oh, it doesn't grab me as much.
Relooted is set in the near future.
It's all about the art style, man.
Has been signed between the West and Africa. The treaty goes that all African artifacts that are on public display must be returned to their country of origin.
Oh, that's funny though. That's a fun premise.
Avoid repatriation.
Fuck you, British Museum. Give us our shit back.
In private. Our heist crew is made up of regular people who band together to see these artifacts returned to their country of origin. Operating from a hideout.
I will say,
South
the premise is great for this game.
Rest. We have work to do tomorrow.
They're literally just gonna go to the British Museum and steal everything.
That 90% of sub-Saharan African cultural heritage is in the possession of Western collections.
Yeah,
That's
mostly the
millions
British
upon
Museum.
millions of deeply important cultural, spiritual, and personal artifacts, including human remains, that aren't in their rightful place. While the locations in the game are vague and inventive,
You know that British Museum? These people are calling you out. What are you gonna do?
much real.
Watch the British Museum now make a video game where you go to Africa to steal the artifacts.
Collections. Take, for example,
Imagine.
the Mbaji drum, a hugely important spiritual
Nah, they're
item
cowards. They'd
of the
never do
former
that.
people of Kenya. It was believed destroyed in 1910. In reality, it had been sent and kept in storage.
I guess this is also a pretty cool game in that
A museum
it'll probably
of a
teach
former prince
it'll probably
under the
teach you a
British
lot
Raj.
about
He was the first
African
Kenyan in over
culture
100
and stuff.
years to see the drum. It still remains in storage today. Before
Yeah.
this mission in Relooted, players
It's
will
probably a very
see
good way
ways
to
know more
also.
about these
I do
artifacts,
like games
where
that
they are
teach
from, their significance, and how they came
a
to be
subject of
removed
some kind as well. So I always like Dynasty Warrior so much because it teaches you about a very interesting time in Chinese history.
Defeat of the Ethiopians by the British at Magdala in 1868.
Relooted is a combination of action and puzzle. Once you pick up a target artifact, the alarm triggers, and you only have a certain time to get out before security arrests you. The puzzle comes in figuring out your plan, and the action comes in executing it. The heists are made up of 3 phases. In phase 1, you case the joint. collecting information about where the targets are.
It's kind of interesting concept.
From here,
Yeah.
we can smash the security glass and get you up to the next floor.
In phase 2,
Then you have to just execute it.
carefully avoiding tripping the alarm and preparing your escape route.
Ah.
In phase 3,
Cool.
you execute, flowing through your plan and evading security systems as you carry Africa's heritage home.
Does seem kind of cool as a concept. You want to do this in real life? Well,
Xbox Series X and S. You can wish list it now.
I'm sure there's probably a lot of other people that see that want to do it as well.
Games about those little dudes walking around doing stuff and making
Patapon. Patapon. Patapon.
It's the core team from Sony Japan that made the OG games coming back at you with
I mean, Patapon 1 and 2 just got a re-release.
こんにちは。パタボンの
Konnichiwa.
現在、ラタタンの開発をしております
Ratatan.
小谷博樹と言います。
そして私はラタタンのリードプロデューサーを務める坂尻和人と申します。
We're just in this guy's
私
house.
は現在、サーフィンやランニング、そして大好きなけん玉の練習をしている時以外は、
Kendama?
ラタタンがより面白くなるように努力をしているところになります。
ラタタンはよりカラフルなデザインと、オンラインマルチプレイモード、
Looks cute.
ログライトなど新たなゲームデザインに取り組んで日々開発を行っています。
He's just playing with his...
そして皆さんと一緒に育ててきたファンベースは、
Oh, they are just making this game in someone's house.
コミュニティに投稿していただける応援のメッセージとか、可愛らしいファンアートにはいつも励まされていま
I
す。
will say, yeah, that little slice they showed, they look pretty
業界の
cool.
苦しさを感じております。ですが、このように自分たちの好きなゲームが作れることに日々喜びを感じています。我
Ratatan.
々インディーチームですので、まだまだ皆さんの支援が必要となります。今日は、新しいトレーラーをお持ちしましたので、ぜひご覧いただきたいと思います。それでは、どうぞ。
Ratata Arts. Yeah, definitely similar visuals to Patapon. I guess because Sony owns Patapon, so these guys are doing Ratatan. Oh god, this actually looks super fun. The art style's great. Actually, kind of... Ooh, kind of like roguelite elements as well. Damn, the audio balancing on this is great. Like the mixing on left and right. Obviously, it's a rhythm game, so you expect good audio design, but the audio design on this trailer is nuts. It's actually really impressive how good the mixing on this is. God, I want to play this. It actually looks so cool. And honestly, the music is kind of catchy. Damn, they've showcased like 5 or 6 songs at this point as well. Oh god, that's a cool looking boss. That looks really good. Splatoon does warm my heart. Early access. So wait, it's coming out soon?
そして素晴らしいファンの皆さんに感謝を込めまして、
Game looks great. Milk? They're drinking milk?
Led by the legendary Warren Spector of Epic Mickey and Deus Ex fame is a totally new take on stealth. His talented team is making
Warren
something
Spector.
like
Yeah,
nothing
didn't
else.
we...
An evocative game set in a turn of the century.
This is the multiplayer?
Hi, I'm Warren Spector, Chief Creative Officer at Other Side Entertainment.
Like heist game?
We take chances. We tackle hard problems.
Hey, look, I don't mind listening to that song for 20 hours. Seems like a good
What's
time.
right now is Thick as Thieves.
Yeah.
It's a multiplayer.
We saw a trailer for this
Unlike any action or stealth game
a couple months ago.
experienced before. Response to the idea and what we've been able to show
Milk gang.
terrific.
Technically, I'm drinking milk. I've got milk in my coffee.
By the response that we wanted to show you more. So here's an early pre-alpha sneak peek at Other Side's upcoming player-powered game, Thick as Thieves.
Okay, but last time you played like a copyright song, and I had to cut the section from my video.
So we're trying to have all the bells and whistles of an immersive stealth game, like hiding in shadows, understanding NPC pathing and vision cones and timing your movements with them.
Yeah, so classic thief stuff, which I love. I love classic stealth games. I feel like a lot of
Presence of other players.
newer stealth games aren't as good. Yeah, they've got thick ass thieves. That's exactly right, Kenny.
Study the AI all day long. I could study.
Damn, look at those Pokemon plushes in the back though. She's oh my god, she's got the Pikachus with the outfits on. Those are expensive
Situations that are just so fun.
and hard to
Something
get.
that won't happen in another match ever again. I think that's the thing that I'm looking most forward to seeing players do.
I can feel like a real master of stealth or deceit or cunning because I'm not just outsmarting NPC AI, which can be satisfying, but it's an actual human being that I'm getting the best of.
So one of our core design pillars in Thick as Thieves is to
It's actually I will say this is a really cool idea, having like a PvP game, but it's all about stealth.
you understand where you are on the map. You can hear where other thieves are. You can hear other threats like guards. You could also be able to tell like, oh, I'm in this quiet environment and then I can hear outside it's very loud. So I'm thinking to myself, wow, okay, if it's raining and there's a thunderstorm, maybe that can mask some of my sounds so I can kind of go in undetected.
Yeah, actually a lot of interesting ideas they're putting forward.
And a lot of this is not faked. If you hear a train in the background in the distance, there's actually a train passing by in the world. Every thief for themselves.
Okay,
right?
I will say,
Thieves going
the
at it.
initial trailer and reveal for this game, I thought was interesting, but like, they showed like a bunch of characters, and I was like,
Just waiting for the
This is
right
actually a really good showcase. They're showing some really cool mechanics. Like touching on some stuff that's like really interesting for a stealth game.
So every match is always fresh to me. The weather changes, the locations of the clues or the loot, the guard patrols, and of course the players are always on their
I think one of the only problems for me personally is that when I play stealth games, I like to really take my time. But if there's like a PvP situation, I feel like you're probably incentivized to go a bit quicker so that you don't get outpaced by other players.
feedback on the game, and we'd love to show you what we've been putting together over here.
But this little showcase they did here,
from a longtime collaborator of
actually
ours.
really
Both at
good
Double Fine
showing.
Presents, where we publish their game Kids, and here at Day of the Devs, where we've highlighted titles like Time Flies. Here's a first look at their new game, Pocket Boss.
Pocket Boss. I have a boss in my pocket.
Hi.
Why aren't you working?
I'm roughly half of a small studio
God.
called Playable
Look at
Space
that
in Zurich,
microphone.
Switzerland. I worked on games like Plug and Play and Kids. But now I'm looking forward to show you something brand new, Pocket Boss. Pocket Boss is a short game about the small joys of manipulating data. As a remote worker, you're in touch with your boss through a chat interface and will get all kinds of requests.
This sounds like hell. You know what I do when my boss texts me? I ignore them.
Competitors with one swipe of a finger, navigate the stock market without crashing, and generally find easy solutions for hard problems. Your boss will verify if everything looks correct, and most importantly, beautiful.
That's not how the stock market works.
Do all that, the charts start to get a life of their own. They go wild. Will you be able to tame them? Or maybe even find your own satisfaction on your way to success? Pocket Boss is an intimate encounter with data exploring the secret life of charts. The game will come out later this year.
Yeah, there's a reason I didn't go into like data management or anything, even though a lot of my teachers said I would do really well as a
On pocketboss.ca.
accountant or something.
Thank you.
I suppose I said no because I don't want any of that.
complicated relationship with what we eat and what we see when looking at the scale.
Another food game.
Unique gameplay unpacks the frustration and even the strange humor of cooking, eating, working out, and more. And we finally have a release date.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
Hi, I'm AP.
We're the co-directors.
You're out of focus, AP.
Consume Me won the Seamus McNally
Consume Me.
Independent Games Festival.
More importantly, it's about to get its release date announced at Day of the Devs.
I do see that Dragon Quest slime in the back.
Did you feel like a complete jerk and or a loser in high school? Well, I did.
No, I actually didn't. I was proud of being a nerd.
Not stop her from spending several years of her adult life letting me make a hardcore role-playing game about it with her.
I was not my high school valedictorian. My grades were a toilet emoji. Furthermore, 0 European museums had ever yet featured an exhibit of my art. So the only thing I could think of to want to do was get hot. That's where you come in. Are you tough enough?
You're trying to get buff?
Me get hot?
Each story chapter in Consume Me sees Jenny with new goals and not enough time to comfortably accomplish them.
I like the art style a lot. I will say that.
You, the player, must manage her schedule by making meticulous decisions about how to spend her free time.
I don't know why, but it reminds me of like the kind of chaos you get in something like Katamari.
These activities often involve mechanically hilarious mini-games.
In Consume Me, putting food on
It
your
actually is kind of
is a puzzle game.
You can buy a
kind of fun looking.
store to make the hitbox bigger in the bathroom cleaning minigame, and you can also wear a special outfit that results in your mom giving you more money if you clean the whole bathroom.
Yoga might kill you.
Encounter cash on the street while walking your dog.
Oh, nice. Damn, people are dropping a lot of money.
1 out of every 16 times I walked my dogs over the past 4 years, I've encountered a crisp 20 on the ground.
Damn. I should get a dog.
In the heart of the boy of your dreams, can you hold on to it? Can you chart a course toward a sustainable future? Can you fit just one more to-do goal on your plate? Or is it already full to bursting?
More importantly, does any of this matter, either in the game or in real life?
We don't have time to spoil
Yeah, the art style is the thing that's really selling me.
Find out yourself when Consume Me comes to
The characters
Steam
look
on
so fun.
September 25th, 2025.
September 25th.
Wishlist it as soon as you can.
Seriously, at the rate of $20 per 16 dog walks, it is going to take me 1,095.89 years to earn $1 million, and we need to make another game after this.
Oh, you don't need $1 million.
Thanks.
And just recruit your friends.
Sometimes great games can go unnoticed.
Tell them to
If you're
walk
lucky,
dogs.
Maybe you build a small cult audience, but very rarely do those games go on to inspire huge games like Undertale. That's exactly what happened with this game. Originally released in 2008, and now seeing a release on Steam and Switch.
Huh?
Hello, I am Mortis Ghost, a Brussels-based comic book artist and creator of the game of...
Game. Oh, yeah! I pre-ordered this, the physical edition, physical copy. I'm so excited.
I made 15 years ago when I was...
They still haven't sent it because I can't remember when it's coming out.
It's a Japanese-inspired RPG.
Oh, no, I'm really looking forward to getting this because yeah, I saw they were doing a Switch release, so I got a physical pre-order from Fangamer.
To show my friends and a few people on the internet. But it got out of my control and became very famous. The reason is that the game is somehow cursed. It harbors a diabolical force that I can't describe. I ask you please not to play.
What is it? It's pretty much like a JRPG inspired, but made by a French guy. This is like, this game's like,
a dev on off.
yeah, Fangamer, my boys.
It's been a pleasure to work with Mortis Ghost to bring
Yeah, it's like from mid-2000s.
RPGs over the years, such as One Shot and Undertale.
And it's like,
hey everyone, it's Toby.
Oh.
It was a big inspiration to me and
Yeah.
Undertale, and I
because obviously Off was inspired a lot by Earthbound.
100 time.
Because like obviously the main character's like a baseball guy.
Off celebrates its 17th anniversary this year, and we've worked hard to
Yeah,
preserve its original
jeez.
spirit as we bring it to modern platforms.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Designed 6 new bosses for returning controllers. Plus, we have a new soundtrack, which you're hearing right now, and revamped combat.
Hell yeah. This is one of those games I never played, but I always heard about it.
We're proud to announce Off's release date for Nintendo Switch and Steam.
Wait, when am I getting it? Because you guys need to send it to me. Hell yeah. August 15th. Ooh, that means I'm going to get it soon.
And now a world premiere from a studio based in Quebec called Game Team 6.
I'm excited.
It's our second game together, and it's one of those.
I'm excited for
all. You really need to know and has you sold before you've even seen a pixel. Please enjoy your first look at Tire Boy.
Tire Boy, more like Tired Boy. I had to get up at 7 a.m. today.
Corey Martin. I'm Thomas Tobin. And I'm Andy Chmelenko. We're co-creators of Game Team 6, a small studio from Canada making heartfelt games with big ideas. We're so excited to introduce you to Tire Boy, a playful action-adventure platformer about a tire person. Tire Boy is fast and nimble,
Hey.
solving environmental puzzles and
I can see why, because of mobility mechanics, but
while helping locals and uncovering his own past. Tire Boy may be the last of his kind and was lost as a child. At the start of the game, we learn how he was raised by a large owl named Nestwick and doesn't know much about his family or ancestors. It's a story about connection.
how does he eat?
curiosity,
Does the
as
tire just absorb
a
things?
vast, unfamiliar world, searching for purpose and
If he grows,
of his forgotten
when he grows older and gets bigger, does the tire get bigger?
of Tire Boy. They'll often ask him for things ranging from small favors to the game's main objective, which is to repair a giant
Yeah, he is like Sonic, but he can't eat the chili dogs.
with long-lost travelers. In spite of
No chili dogs for
to
you.
make the world feel really grounded and genuine. Another thing we've emphasized throughout development is being playful with the scale of things in the world, wanting to make the player feel small and make you feel like a kid, giving you that childlike experience of feeling like everything around you is impossibly big. And that has a meaningful impact on gameplay, given that you move fast and it feels more satisfying to do so in a big, sprawling world. Tire Boy is weird, heartfelt, and full of little surprises. And we've built it to feel like a place you'll want to come back to, whether you're chasing big moments or just soaking in the quiet ones.
I mean,
Wishlist Tire
it's not
Boy
blowing me
on Steam
away.
now, and follow at tireboygame.com on
Like-
Blue Sky to keep up to date.
Blue Sky.
Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of
I
the
didn't know
show.
people still use that website.
Who doesn't love a vacation? Toem took us on a delightful expedition, and the
The
secret
only vacation I want is a vacation in my house.
2D to 3D. Something we made from Sweden does it again.
Hello everyone, I'm Lucas.
And I'm Niklas.
Co-founders and developers at Something We Made. Some of you might remember us, or even better, our little game Toem from 2021's showcase.
I do not remember this game.
We never thought it would bring a whole chapter afterwards filled with love from all around the world.
Looks like a cute game.
That's why it's exciting and honestly a bit scary returning to something so dear to our and others' hearts. We teased the game at Wholesome Snack in December, and we're beyond stoked to show the game for the very first time.
It was free on Epic.
Toem 2 is still a photography adventure that resides in a whimsical world, where the main objective is to photograph a phenomenon known as Toem. Set a few years after the original game, our protagonist now jumps
So it's a sequel.
into the biggest
Cool.
adventure yet. And what the phenomenon is
Hugh
this
Pumpkin.
time, well, you'll have to discover that yourself.
Along their journey, they'll stumble upon special NPCs we call friends, each with their own personality and questline. These friends allow deeper relationships for the player, aiding them through fears and difficulties, hence becoming friends.
I don't know, Kenny. I don't remember this game at all. I don't think I watched 2021, 2022. I think were the 2 years I didn't really watch a lot of stuff because I was busy moving.
Or take the hammer, which, yeah, you guessed it, is great for smashing stuff.
As you might have noticed, we have updated the visuals. It's a crafty mix of render styles that allows us to reimagine the world without compromising.
Looks cute.
And finally, and maybe most importantly, we have a new movement system. It's probably the biggest change compared to Toem 1, and you can now jump and climb your way through the environment.
Okay.
it adds a lot of playfulness for us when designing quests and regions, ultimately making the world feel more free and open. And don't you worry, the handy camera continues to be the main gameplay component. This time, we made it feel a bit faster and snappier.
Yeah, it looks like a very cute little game.
Movement? We can't wait to see the photos you'll take.
So to recap, more story, updated visuals, and a fun new movement system, but still the very same chill and cozy experience. The whole team is working so very hard to make Tone 2 something that can stand proudly besides the original game, celebrating what worked while improving the rest. So if you're interested to learn more, go wishlist the game and join our Discord. See you all real soon. Hello!
Are you
Halo.
looking for a way to support Day of the Devs and you just don't know what to do? We have a new collaboration with our partners at the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences.
The what
They have
now?
an annual program
A
called
school?
Sketchbook, which sees a celebration of artistry in games. And we don't mean just concept art, we mean character designs, we mean storyboards, we mean icon
Ooh.
all the different kinds of art that go into developing a game, they are
Cool.
putting a spotlight on, and it's awesome. This year we worked with an illustrator
Damn.
called Emmett Malavia to make
Look at those.
an epic piece that
Look at that Zelda.
from all the best
From Echoes of Wisdom. Goku.
a veritable Where's Waldo
Ah, Cyclops and Ryu.
character that you love. That print is limited edition and on sale at iMapeIt.com. All the proceeds go to the AIAS Foundation and Day of the Devs. Literally, we're nonprofits asking for your dough, but like it doesn't just mean giving money. It means you get something in return too. Isn't that a joyous thing?
We want to give a huge shout out to our flagship sponsor at Xsolla, who really helped make Day of the Devs happen this year. Xsolla is a global video game commerce company that aligns
Oh, yeah,
with
I
our
guess-
mission to help developers connect directly with players and sell more games.
Guess this is the end of Day of the Devs, right? It's been 2 hours.
Today is a new Day of the Devs activation on the Xsolla Mall to spotlight some of our favorite games from recent Day of the Devs showcases. Scan the QR code below or head to this URL to explore some amazing indie games. And thanks again to Xsolla for supporting this celebration of creativity and community.
Thank you, Greg, for that riff on Xsolla. We are so happy to have them as our flagship sponsor. But we also have some other sponsors to thank because it takes
Yeah.
a village to support.
Double Fine, obviously, being the big one.
Every little bit helps. We got our founding sponsors, Double Fine Productions and iAmApeIt. We have
Oh,
a-
Bloomhouse is a sponsor.
folks that have been contributing throughout the last
We
year.
didn't really see anything from Bloomhouse, actually. I completely forgot about them.
Blumhouse Games, Devolver Digital, Idea Xbox, 47 Communications,
Because, yeah, we're still waiting on Grave Seasons information.
Sabotage Studio, Studio MDHR, Summer Game Fest, and Jeff Keighley and the whole gang at the Game Awards for your continuous support. Thank you so much.
And if you'd like to donate directly to Day of the Devs, you can go to dayofthedevs.org and do so there. And remember, Day of the Devs is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, so any donations are 100% tax deductible.
Very nice.
If you like what you saw here today and want more, just follow us on the World Wide Web, www.dayofthedevs.org. Please wishlist these games. It means a lot to the developers. And
Yeah.
thank you for watching today. Thanks to all the developers.
Pretty good Day of the Devs as well.
Generous sponsors for making this possible.
Zesses definitely looks great. Big Walk, I'm excited for.